Like, what does that mean? So we darshan, it's coming to tell us it's a type of tree that its leaves cover its wood. So anaf eitzav means the leaves cover the eitz. They do it by being braided, but that's what it means. The ezehu, and which tree is this? Haviomer zahadas. You have to say that's the hadas tree. Maybe it's the olive tree, says the Gemara. Bin is velaka. You need it to be braided, and the olive tree is not. It's just a bunch of leaves. It's not braided all beautiful around the branch. Ve'emuduva, maybe it's a chestnut tree. No, bin an alpha chayfines eitz velaka. You need the leaves to cover the wood, and you don't have that by chestnut. It might be braided, but it doesn't cover the wood. Ve'mehirduf. Maybe it's the hirduf tree, which I don't know what that is. Amar Abai says it can't be. The ways of the Torah are pleasant, and it's not pleasant to hold his branch. Rava Amar Mehacha. Rava says it's from a different pasuk in Zechariah. You should love truth and peace, and this tree is poisonous for animals. It's not a very peaceful, truthful tree. That's not what Hashem had wanted for you to shave. What?
People also, it's deadly too.
I don't know if it's deadly for humans. I know it's deadly for animals. I don't know if it's deadly for humans. I don't know. Rashi just says it has poisonous, but I think it might be poisonous for animals. I think. Okay, this is what we're up to. We're up to the Tanu Rabbanan on the second wide line towards the end of the line. Tanu Rabbanan. The Rabbanan taught in the Brisa. Now this Brisa is very similar to how the Gemara started off. Even though it doesn't quote the pasuk, pretend like you have the pasuk again. Anaf eitz avis. Okay, it's like going on that pasuk anaf eitz avis, and the Tanakama says, you know what this is referring to? This anaf eitz avis, it means kalua, braided, kimin clear like a braid, braided like a braid. It's a funny like double lasha. It means someone braids their hair like a braid. Braid means as a general rule means braid like something that's intertwined. So you braid it, it's braided like a braid. So it says anaf eitz avis, it means it's braided like a braid, the leaves of the tree. V'doimel l'shalshelis, and it's comparable to a chain. A chain that's interlocking, like circles, one inside the other. So that is what we learn from the words anaf eitz avis. Zeu hadas. This must be the hadas. So this brayso is very similar to the one we just had before, but instead it uses a different expression to bring it out. That it sounds like the word, really the word they're focusing on is the word avis. Avis means braided. So this Tanakama of this brayso says, it means kalua kamin kalua, braided like a braid, comparable to a chain, and that was referring to the hadas. Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov says, I have a different drasha to tell me it's the hadas. Get ready for this. You're not going to believe this. I couldn't believe this Gemara. A lot of people take out the girsa. We're going to go with it. Anaf eitz avis, again a quote of the pasuk, but we darshan from that the fact that it says anaf eitz, a leafy tree. We darshan eitz, a tree, shetam eitzai upiryoy shava, that the taste of its wood and its fruit are comparable. Now, when we say fruit here, we mean the leaves. We don't mean the berries. It means the fruit of the tree, the leaves of the tree are very much have the same taste as the wood. And when it comes to taste, we mean smell. We know hadasim smell. That's like their tam, their flavor. If you smell the wood of the hadas, or if you smell the leaves of the hadas, they both smell the same, which is very, not you don't have that by a lot of trees. So, because there's anaf eitz, the leaf tree, so it sounds like the leaf of the tree are similar. What's similar about them? That they have the same smell, same taste, whatever you want to call it, same taste, same smell. And what type of tree is that? Heavy omer, ze hadas. So you have to say it's referring to the hadas tree. So we just brought you a very similar brisa to the original brisa. The only difference is that the first Tana only brought the first shita, and this brisa brings a new shita, a new explanation of how you can figure out it means a hadas. The Tanakama learns like the first Tana before, that it means it covers it like a braid, just uses different words. But it's the same thing as saying Shanavav Chayfines Eitzai, that its leaves cover its wood by being like a braid. While Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov is a different way of telling me it's a hadas tree, because it says Anaf eitz, and that's the only type of tree that the branches taste like the leaves. And the same smell is referring to the hadas tree. End quote of the Brisa. Says the Gemara another brisa. Tana, we looked in the brisa. It says in the pasuk, eitz avos, there has to be a braided tree. Braided tree. If it's braided, if it's eitz avos, if it's braided, kosher, then it's going to be good. V'she'enoi avos, but if it's not braided, pasul, it's no good. Okay, this is a chiddush. Till now, this whole Gemara has been, how do we know what the term means by anaf eitz avos? We're all trying to figure out these weird words, what tree is it referring to? So we have different ways of saying what it is. Because it's a type of min, a type of species, that either it smells the same, or because it's braided, but nobody says it has to be braided. It means it's a type of tree that's braided. Let's say I happen to find a hadas tree that's not braided. Is that a problem? We have not seen if it's a problem or not. We're just trying to define what the Torah was talking about. This brisa is actually coming to tell us, no, it has to be braided. If it's braided, it's kosher. If it's not braided, it's pasul. Okay, says the Gemara now, that's a brisa. Hechi dami avos. What is the case? How do you have braided? What's the case? What type of hadas is braided? What type of hadas is not braided? Amar Rav Yehuda. Says Rav Yehuda, I'll tell you. V'hu dekaimi tlasa tarfe bekina. I'll translate, we'll look at a picture. V'hu dekaimi, it's when the leaves, each row of leaves stand, tlasa in threes. Every row stands 3 leaves, tarfe of a group, bekina per base. Means at every point of the stick, there's another base, and 3 leaves are coming out of it. Take a look at the picture to understand this. This is what makes Adasim very hard. Not getting so much into halacha l'maisa. Take a look at picture at page Mem Daled. Page Mem Daled. Picture Samach Zayin. If you look at this picture, you have 3 coming out of 1 base. Okay, every row has 3 coming out of 1 base, and they're interlocking. It's sort of like, again, when we say interlocking, we don't even mean mamish like a chain. They're not chained, but they're side by side. They're resting on each other. That is 3s, tarfe, which is a group, bekina, 1 base. They're coming out of like 1 hole. That is what braided means. That's what Rav Yehuda holds. V'hu dekai means where it stands, tlasa, and 3s. Tarfi, a groups of 3, bekina, 1 base. That's Rav Yehuda. Rav Kahana says, afilu trei v'chad, even 2 and 1. Doesn't have to be 3. It can even be 2 and 1. Take a look at this picture for a second. Page. This is on page Memhei, and it's picture Samach Tes. Picture Samach Tes. Top right of the page. You see that 2 are a little bit higher, 1's a bit lower. They have an arrow there. As long as it's 2 coming out of 1 base, and 1 could be a little bit lower, that's okay. That's considered 3. That's considered braided enough. It doesn't have to be 3 coming out of 1 shot. It can be 2 and 1 right below it. It can't be 3 different ones. As long as you have 2 and 1, 2 and 1. 2 and then 1 just below. That's Rav Kahana. If Yehuda says 3, Rav Kahana says 2 and 1. Okay, we have a little bit of a story. Small story, 1-line story. Rav Acha braided Rava. Rav Acha, the son of Rava. Mehader. Mehader means he used to chase after. He used to go after a very specific hadas. Which type of hadas? Atrei v'chad. He went after hadasim that were 2 and 1s. Like Rav Kahana. Not like Rav Yehuda 3. He went specifically after a 2 and 1er. Why? Hoyel sins v'nafik mipumed Rav Kahana. Since it came out of the mouth of Rav Kahana. Rav Acha was a Talmud of Rav Kahana. Now, even though Rav Kahana for sure agrees to Rav Yehuda that 3 is better, there's no question about it. 3 is better. But Rav Kahana says you don't need to have 3. So Rav Acha wanted to show everyone that 2 and 1 is good enough. It's a real Talmud, right? He's even doing like what's not the most lechatchila thing. His Rebbe said it's good. He wanted to show that this is the halacha. So he specifically went for a hadas that was a 2 and 1er. His Rebbe said it's 100% kosher, it's 100% hadar. So that's what he did. But somebody argued with him. A different story. Listen to this story. Omrle Mar bar Amemar l'Ravashi. Mar, that was his name. That doesn't mean master, it means Mar. Mar, the son of Amemar, said to Ravashi, Abba, my father, which is Amemar, right? Mar, the son of Amemar. He tells Ravashi, Abba, my father, Amemar, Lahu, to that Hadas, that's a 2-in-1er, Hadas Shaita Karile. He calls it a crazy Hadas. It's mamish a foolish Hadas. That's not a good Hadas. Shaita means like it's not normal. A normal Hadas is 3, every level, every row is 3, 3, 3. Not 2-in-1. So my father called it a Hadas Shaita. That's what he said. So we have a machlokes between Rav Acha Brei the Rav, who went like his Rebbe, Rav Kahana, that a 2-in-1 is 100% fine. While Mar, Bar Amemar, told Rav Ashi that my father Amemar, he called that type of Hadas a Hadas Shaita. Okay? Two interesting things. First of all, Rav Acha Bar, the son of Rava, was the first person before. He would go after a 2-in-1er. It says about Rav Acha Bar Yaakov was one of the latest Amoraim. He was a 7th generation Amora, and he's Rosh Hashiva in Pumpadisa, which was like a well-known area in Bavel. And it's very questionable if he's actually a son of Rava, the famous Rava, because Rava was way older. Very hard. Some people say he is, some people say he's not. Could be a different Rava. The Gemara calls him the son of Rava. Could be a different Rava. Another interesting thing about Mar bar Amemar, okay? Mar, the son of Amemar, it's brought down that Amemar was very close to the Ravashi. Amemar, Mar's father. Amemar was very close to the Ravashi, and after Amemar passed away, Mar became a Talmud of Ravashi. And he used to always quote things from his father. He would say, but my father said, because his father was also very close to the Ravashi, and they're also later. So that's why Amemar said, Mar told Ravashi, Amemar, my father, he said it's a Shaita. So, when we're coming out with this Gemara, everybody agrees Anaf Eitzavis is a Hadas. There's a couple of different ways how to get to that conclusion, that that's the min. Either it's more from the fact that it's enough of chayfiness eitza, it's braided, the leaves cover its wood. Anaf Eitzavis, it's a leafy tree that's braided. Or we find Rav Elazar ben Yaakov, Anaf Eitz, that it's a leafy, the tree leaf are very similar, that they both taste the same, they both smell the same. And then we add what is braided. So, because if it's not braided, it's not kosher. It has to be braided, and it's ma'akav. Braided means either 3, 3, 3, 3 coming out of one spot, or 2-in-1, 2-in-1, 2-in-1. And then we have machlokes Amoraim. Could you rely on this, or is it hadas shaita? Stop over here by the Tanur Rabban. Oh wow! Look at this.
All different sizes, though. Big difference.
This is hadas. It could be. Only 2. Could be.